Hello, everybody. Crazy Craft here with another episode of Minecraft Survival. Crazy Craft is the Minecraft Survival series where we do a Minecraft Survival series and we talk about the Bible, or I read through maybe a verse or two. In this episode, we are actually going to be reading from Genesis chapter 2, verses 7, and then we're probably going to read down around well, 15, 16, but it should be pretty quick considering the fact that it's just kind of like naming stuff, like locations. But what we're going to be building or doing is nope, not what I'm on to do. Is we're actually going to be getting the villager breeding deal going on. So what I need to do is I'm going to find the center, and I'm going to build the kind where they got the bed and the little kids try to jump on the bed and what the heck? And then they fall through a hole and get carried away by water current. So I put in a stone button here to get in and out, and then I got to put another one in here so I can get in and out. And then I put that one in to open both doors because it's fun. All right, so what we're going to do is yeah, let me move this over a little bit. So we are going to do the one where it's just like a little, I guess, nope, I don't want you in here. Can you get out of here? Come on. Yeah, where we're going to put the beds and all that. So I do realize that I forgot my trapdoors. So I'm going to go get some trapdoors right after this guy leaves. Thank you. Goodbye. I will be right back. Alrighty, guys, I'm back. But there's a zombie in here when I came back, so that was really weird. But on top of that, before the zombie was in here, the iron golem was gone. So I don't know, like, if they're like, I don't really know how they can't get in here. Like, I need to square that all off too. So I don't know. I mean, they can't get in here. This is lit up, right? I don't know. Anywho's it. The other guy was dead. I mean, he was gone at least. So yeah, don't know what happened. But that's neither here nor there at this point. I can go get another one pretty easily because, and now I think all I have to do is this, and then the big guys can't get in there, and then the little dudes can. Is I believe what the deal is. That's not. I want more trapdoors than that. But so yeah, I don't really know where the zombie would have come from because yeah, like this wasn't open. Like he couldn't have gotten in there from there. So I don't know. Anyways, it's what we're doing today is we're going to be doing the villager breeder, zombie breeder apparently. No, villager breeder, but and then reading through Genesis. So I'm going to do that really quick. I'm going to just, or not really quick, but I'm going to be reading right now. Kind of just while I build, and then yeah, we can kind of talk about stuff as we go. So now that should be like that, and then I believe what I want to do is like then have a river down here, which I don't even have water in my bucket. I need water. All right. So we're gonna read first. So this is the part. It actually is giving like the kind of the location of the Garden of Eden, and it's not a perfect description of the location of the Garden of Eden for a few reasons. One, it was like obviously really long ago. Like so it like well, it was pre-flood, and during the global flood, uh, there was actual earthquakes. The ground was opening up and letting water and stuff come up, and that's actually like a lot of why, the Earth was able to flood is because the water under the ground that's like in these underground. What was it coming up here for? Water. I don't know. Water. Speaking of water, was actually like came out of the ground in like muddy, slushy stuff. And then that's when like mountains got created through like the huge catastrophic like things. So basically, it like I don't know, it was really cool, but let me get some beds. I just need 3 beds, I believe. Um, but yeah, so there was and I think what's gonna actually ultimately happen is I do this, and then these beds go like this. Lock. Nope, too close. Um. So anyways, so yeah, like the river, like the rivers that they are changed. So they're not the same, like they're not in this exact same location anymore, but it's actually, hey, what the, come on, man. It's actually really cool because like, so you have these rivers and you have this location given to us for the Garden of Eden, but then you don't have it looking exactly like it does today, and it really is because so during the flood, the entire landscape of the earth changed, and so it wouldn't look exactly the same anymore. Let's see. So I think like what you want them to do is fall down like into here, and then have water current take them away, and then they can kind of go into like a section over here, and then be like stored. So, anyways, let's see where this water ends. Right there, and then we drop it down one more time. So, anyways, and I'm gonna put like glass above all of this so I can actually like watch this process once it gets rolling. Um, yeah. So then like the global flood actually like changed everything in how like I have depth strider boots, so that's why I'm so quick in the water. And so it changed everything, and so depth strider 3. Like it's really similar though. Like the overall location is actually still, because when the Bible was being written, the land didn't look like this. It was being written after the Exodus from Egypt, and so the land looked different than what's being described here. But when the garden was put in it, this is, these were the things. So we're going to start here in Genesis chapter 2 verse 8. Hey, oh, you trickster. All right, and it goes, the Lord God planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man whom he had formed. And out of the garden, and out of the ground, the Lord God made every tree grow that is pleasant to the sight and good for food. The tree of life was also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. So, a few things. One, it's not the tree of knowledge, although, like, we're living in a world where, like, it would definitely have you to believe uh, that knowledge is, like, the end all beat all. God's fake, and if you're smart, you don't need God. But, um, nice, that's going to work just fine. But the reality is, like that's not what this is saying. It's not saying like knowledge, like information is bad. This is the knowledge of a specific thing, which is good and evil. And so before Adam and Eve didn't, they didn't have any idea of what good or bad was. They just basically acted naturally and were oh, I tied into some other stuff that I have. What's in here? What is this, like a little cave or something? I don't know. Anyways, I'm still just gonna build into here, and then I'll just like close off what I don't use. And so, anyways, yeah, like they had that's another thing, is like having the knowledge of good doesn't make you good, but having the knowledge of evil also doesn't make you evil, right? It's like what you do with it. However, having the knowledge of the good and the evil is kind of what condemns us. Like it's not that we're like, it's not necessarily that you are evil, but it's the fact that you know what's right and wrong, and then you do wrong. Like that's kind of the whole point of like the law, and why Jesus came back was because men knew what was right and they weren't doing it. Not why Jesus came back, why Jesus came in the first place. So, but in the midst of the garden, the tree of good and evil. Now a river went out of Eden to water the garden. Um, to water the garden. From there it parted and became 4 riverheads. The name of the first is Pishon. It is the one which skirts the whole land of Havilah, or Havilah. Oh, you little punk. I want more stone because I want my stone to match in there. Nice. You guys see me just teleport through that door? Pretty sweet, right? Havilah, where there is gold, and the gold of that land. Totally missed. And the gold of that land is good. Bdellium and the onyx stone are there. The name of the second river is Gihon, or Gihon. I don't know. It is the one which goes around the whole land of Cush. The name of the third river is Hiddekel. It is the one which goes toward the east of Assyria. The fourth river is the Euphrates. Then the Lord God took the man and put him in the garden of Eden to tend and keep it. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, Of every tree of the garden you may freely eat, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat. For in the day that you eat of it, you shall surely die. So that's actually where we're going to stop the reading, and I'm just going to kind of explain or talk about that a little bit. What is really interesting is, like, for one, he says in that day you shall surely die, but then just a few few verses later, he doesn't die right when he eats it, and so it's obvious the Bible is referencing the spiritual death that comes with the sin. But something else that's super interesting is he had the tree of life. Now, when God kicks him out of the garden, he says, "Lest man eat of the tree of life and live forever." Live forever being evil. And so that would actually indicate pretty strongly that man did not yet even eat of the tree of life. So he chose to disobey God, but also chose to live a life contrary to God, without even trying what God had to offer first. And that's is that not people today? I mean, do people not how often do we see this today where I need a little baby guy. And I'm going to go get that little baby guy, but I probably won't bring you guys along with me. Aw, dude, you got to work. You're doing so great. Look at that. He planted it. Oh, such a great dude. Such a great dude. And at least without the iron golem, things aren't just getting stomped into the ground. So, yeah, you're welcome. Or, I didn't get rid of him, but you're welcome that he's gone. Anywho's it. Yeah, so, Adam didn't even give God's way a chance before choosing not God's way. And so that's just I don't know, that's pretty interesting to me that, how people are. They kind of discount God. They say, "Oh no, I don't need God. I don't need to live that way," or whatever it might be. "Oh, I don't believe God." But a lot of times they don't actually even give it a chance. They don't really even know. They're just kind of denying it. Sometimes people give it a fair shake, come to the wrong conclusion, and there's a lot of reasons for that. A lot of it's the deceit of this world, but we will we'll go over that a little bit more here and there. However, yeah, I just think that it's interesting how Adam was there with God and didn't even choose the tree of life. He instantly chose the tree of knowledge, right, of good and evil. And I just think it's something to kind of be warned too, is when you're faced with the decision of whether or not to choose God, or you're faced with that that evidence, and you say, well, I don't want to choose God's way. Well, the alternative is death, and this is the truth. It just is the truth, and no one scientifically can deny this, right? So what they can deny is the alternative. What was that moving out there? Oh, just a little punk. Oh no, it's the illagers. Let's go wreck these guys. I still have those other guys buried, so I can kill some village or the pillager guys and not have to worry about starting the raid over. I don't have my bow and arrow, so this is actually gonna be super duper dangerous going up against this guy. Oh yeah, super duper danger. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay, come on. Okay, I'm actually I'm actually going to die. I'm probably going to die. What I'm going to do is run away a little bit, not fully run away, and then come over here, eat some food, and then that's all my pork chops, but that's not all my food. So don't worry, guys. I got this. I wish I had my bow and arrow because I could have wrecked that guy with my bow and arrow. All right, let me grab my bow and arrow really quick, and I'm going to go right back over there. But, yeah, it is like, you know what stinks? I had like 54 levels. I just realized that. I had a bunch of levels. I'm going to try and get to like 100, but it's pretty easy because I could just cheat and sit on my AFK fish farm. But I'm going to go kill that stupid Ravager. But yeah, the alternative is death, right? We all know like you're going to die. Nobody's going to live forever. There is no way to live forever physically. The thing is that the Bible doesn't say you're going to live forever physically. It says you're going to live forever spiritually. And that is true. There is the truth to that. There is the physical world that we can see and experience today, and then there's the spiritual world that we cannot see or experience. There's this awesome like thought I heard somebody throw out was like, we're just made up of this molecular structure, right? So we can see and interact with everything that's made up of our similar molecular structures. But there could be things made up of completely foreign molecular structures that we cannot observe, cannot experience, cannot touch or see or anything like that. And that could be, very easily, could be what like the spiritual... I don't have arrows. Okay, let's hope I have some arrows on my dead body. I do right there. You see I'm floating? Okay. Alright, now let's get some this. Get my armor on. Those things like definitely wreck you if you're not like ready for the fight, like like me without my bow and arrow. But and I need pants too. I wonder how much better I would have done if I had pants on. Age-old question, right? How much better would you do in a fight if you had pants on? So anywho's, that's you will die eventually, and it's really just a matter of where you go when you do die. That's really the only debate, is like, do you turn into nothing? Do you just become dirt? Do you what? And so from the Christian perspective, you have two options. You can go to an eternal separation from God, or you can go to hey, why are you juking me, dude? Oh, boom, headshot. Okay. I wish I had my bow and arrow so I could have really gone at that Ravager. I really hope they didn't kill all the other villagers though. Anywho's, it's so yeah. Oh, what's that? What is that? Oh, that's the guy. Wait. Oh, dude, he's gonna. Hold on. Check this out. Hold on. Maybe I can get him to aggro me. So he is. Dork. Okay. Hey, what the heck? I want my lever gun. Want some dirt. And boom. Okay. So we are safe. Aw, you're helping. So cute. Boom. Now you go hit him, but don't catch on fire. Alright, now I need to find a bed to sleep. But yeah, so we need to... like, people need to be aware of the fact that there is going to come a time of God judging and a time of God's wrath on this world. That's not like in a way of being like trying to be scary. It's in a way of just saying that is how it's going to work. Like, it will happen. So whether or not you believe it too, just so you know. And so anyways, that's just kind of that. Is like, you have a chance to choose from the tree of life, or you have a chance to eat from the tree of good and evil, or of the knowledge of... Wait, what's happening? How dare you. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill you because I could sit there and try, maybe. Look at the little thing. I could sit there and try to convert him back, but I didn't really feel like it. Alright, where'd that guy just go? Where did he go? Did he fall into the hole? Oh. Interesting. I did this when I was trying to catch another guy. And I just dug that little hole so that they couldn't, sweet. So that they couldn't keep like running away from me. Alrighty, let's rearrange this. This goes there, that goes there, that goes there, and then sweet. Alright, we need to get this guy back into my place, which I thought was safe, but it apparently wasn't. And I need to get him that way without falling off the wrong way. Okay. Anyways, erg. Alright, guys, I'm going to do this. I'm going to work on getting them back, and then I will be right back. Okay, guys. So, I got them back pretty much eventlessly. And I think... What? Why are you angry? Oh, are you angry because I'm intervening? I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Okay, let me go away. Okay, I'm just going to go over here, okay? Just don't mind me. I'm going over here. Going over here. And then, let's just see. Are they going to make a baby? I don't know. Is that how babies are made? I don't know. We're about to find out. Where's your baby? Where's the baby? You guys making a baby? I don't know. Maybe they need more privacy. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to leave them to it, and I will be right back if we get a baby. Alrighty, guys. I am back, and some bad news. Bad news number one, or bad news thingy number one is, well, so, okay, I was trying some different, like, I redesigned my door so it actually worked. I think I had it wrong the first time. And I was putting down my beds, and it worked fine. They kept, like, you know, hugging each other, but they never gave me, like, babies, period. Like, just they wouldn't do it. But then on the flip side, I had, like, kind of just for the heck of it, converted the one dude into a librarian, right? And then when I got rid of the, not the fletching table, the lectern, he never, like, changed back, and this guy didn't change back either, so maybe I might just kill this guy. Not that I've got anything against him personally, but he just doesn't have what it takes. So, I was kind of like, well, maybe my beds aren't close enough. I don't know. So I was trying things. The one dude escaped, and then I maybe killed him. Don't worry about it. But when I went back to get another one, I was like, well, it doesn't matter. I kind of wanted to reset anyways because they're just not doing it. I was around for a long time. They did not, like, I went over there and it was like a full-fledged, like a really high level, like multiple Ravagers and the Vexes and Witches. And I wasn't really prepared for that. I was just kind of over there with a boat trying to, so I had my armor on, but I ended up losing, nope. I ended up losing my pants, my shoes, and my shovel. The only thing that was netherite was my shovel, so this isn't too bad. I still have to get the diamonds to replace it. But on top of that, though, the entire village got wiped out. So now I've got to go and find a new village and get more villagers and come on back. What I think I'm going to do next time is maybe, guys, so that's going to be it for this episode, or for this video. What I'm going to do is make a boat, and then I'm going to go out this way because there's like a big old ocean this way. And what I'm going to do is maybe do some exploring. I might do land exploring out that way, but the ocean exploring kind of seems more fun because, you know, like when you do the ocean exploring, you can find like shipwrecks and then like island stuff or buried treasure stuff. So maybe I'm going to do that together. I'm going to get rid of those. So maybe I'll do that with you guys. And we'll just kind of like go and sail the 7 seas together. But yeah, so that'll be on the next episode. However, thank you very much for watching this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Kind of didn't really do anything. I talked. So hey, that's always great, right? To listen to me talk. Just kidding. Thank you so very much for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys next time.